bit of a story with this one. So a guy looking for a vaguely Les Paul shaped thing sees one coming up for cheap, messages, could you take X amount for it? Said yeah. Pretty much goes gets at the seller's front door in the dark, has a quick look, says all good, takes it home in the car, and he lifts out the car and sees that. And the thing is, even with that, it's completely separated, but it's still held tune with like four strings on it. It wasn't terrible. But yeah, there's nothing holding that on. That's what I'm dealing with today. The good thing is it has been closed up quite tight, so I've not been worried about dirt getting in. But you can see when I put pressure on it, it does open up. Pretty much got everything ready to go. Got my glue mixed up and just trying to get it into the syringe. Oh, come on. Yeah. For some reason it's just not picking up. So, have one more bash. I didn't expect this to happen. So, is this leaky? No, that's definitely picking stuff up, so I don't know what's happened here. Might make more sense to pick the glue up that way and put the needle on. Right, so what direction is the brake? That's along that way, so I want to be going in like this. Actually, need more leverage. Needle's not quite thin enough. Where's it coming out? Oh, can I get more glue in there? Let's thin down the type one with some water. There we go. Yeah, that's how annoying this sort of thing is. Come on. Get in there. Come on. I'm putting quite a lot of pressure and I'm actually scared of breaking it off, but It's just like as much glue in there as I can. Easier said than done. Good news is the glue's getting pulled in. You get a gist. I'm going to pause it because this is becoming a bit tricky. Got to glue in eventually and some full strength tape on. This is my clamping setup, so parcel tape on the call. I'm putting this here so I don't mark the wood. One on the underneath. Come on. Worked fine on the dry run. Of course when it's actually go time, it wants to slip on me. Right. Honestly, the dry run worked fine. All of a sudden just wants to not work. Right. Here in the middle. Here underneath. That's us. Make sure there's plenty of pressure. Oh aye. Don't know if the camera can see all the squeeze out. That's where I want it. That's fine there. Right. I just have to leave this till tomorrow and see how we got on. Clamps are off. I'll clean up the glue. There was a slight ridge, so you can see I've sanded this whole area to get rid of that. Added some clear coat in some of the little gaps, we'll say clear coat, super glue. And you can see some very obvious big chips, which I'm now just going to fill in as soon as I find a wee cocktail stick. something I should have found before I hit the record button, but oh, here we go. I shouldn't need much, because I still want to put a clear on top of this. I'm doing this chip. And yeah, that is a chip as well. I might not put clear coat on this one to see how it goes, because that one is so small. This here, can you see that on camera? Yeah, that's level with the paint, so I'm not going to build that up any because it's just going to make my life worse basically. So that's a wee quick one. You just need to leave that to dry and then flatten where I've put the clear, and then put clear over the two wee chips. So that's that. This is where I'm at with the Washburn. Setting up to 1200. I think I did some steel wool last night, but I'm going on doing a wee bit extra. It doesn't need much. There's a bit in that corner where that's the other stuff I was using. I want to get in and clean out that corner. Oh. Try this brush. There we go. There we go, that's better. Right, this stuff. It's actually pretty good because it good cut on it and a lot of polish. Just a pad, drill. Some fresh polish. Oh, come on. Velcro doesn't want to stick properly, so you might see this pad fly off. Make sure it's properly wiped down. Actually, sorry, I know I'm fucking messing about a wee bit. Yeah. No, you're not clean. Okay. So, can you see the rest of the neck? Yeah, so here's nice and glossy, here's dull, so match them up. There's the plan. Close the door. Decent amount of heat build up. Belt thing go on. I've got some dust on there. Went in fairly dry, so I'm just going to wet the pad. And I should bring out anything that's still in the pad and make this go a bit better. Here we go. Right, I'll give that a few seconds to cool off. I'm going to take the strap button off and get in here. And then I'll give it a wipe down, see how it's looking. That's how it's looking after the first pass. So I think, yeah, roughly here is where I polished up to. So that's the kind of difference you're looking at. After that first pass, after seeing it all dull after the wool. I'm going to go on with my other two. I've got this one, and then this is the fine one. So, and I've got corresponding pads for them that are subsequently softer. So I'm just going to quickly do these off camera. But I just wanted to show you how easy it was to shine this up. Just with this one, which is I quite like. So if you're stuck for money and you need to get one, you'll get a decent finish with this one. Yeah. They're like, the reason I got the three, I thought I might as well try them. And it's £30 for 3 bottles. For one bottle you're looking about 12 to 15. So it was a case of bulk buying and saving a couple of quid. And pads, I just got them off Amazon. So like, honestly, everything you see in guitar factories, you can do at home with a bit of research and fun. Right, and then that's my next pad, softer than the first one. And I'll come back once I've done the next stages. It's not a massive jump in terms of looks. Just finishing up with some Dunlop after that. But in terms of feel, this is like, you know, it's as if it was never broken. All the ridge is gone. There is one tiny chip there, but that barely felt. Just make sure everything's cleaned up. So yeah, going up and down, there's nothing for your hand or your thumb to catch on. And that's what I was going for. Feel over the look. And it feels right. So, pause it there again and get some strings on it. That's us at the end of this journey. As you can see, you can still see the crack. You can't feel it when you run your finger over, but you can catch it with your nail, but there's no definite ridge there like there was after gluing. That's the kind of only chip indentation that you can feel, but that's so small, like, that's barely noticeable. It's very, mostly homogeneous, if that's the right use. And so I set it up last night, strung up with tens. You know, I've just like fine-tuned it a wee bit because I brought the bridge down a little bit. Now you can see I can flex the neck. Yeah, it's holding up, so I'm calling this one good. That's all I was going to say. Setup spec as usual. 1.5 treble, 2mm bass, 1.5 humbucker height. Here's a nut licks, that was way higher before I set it up. If that even focused. I'm actually looking at the screen now so I can see what you see. So that's how that turned out. And overall, this is impressive wee guitar. I mean, considering the guy picked up for 40 quid with the neck broken, it's not bad. Tightened up the pots because they were all loose, but the bridge volume was the most noticeable, so can't say anything more on that. It's a cracker of a guitar that works and repairs holding quite solidly, I'm feeling. To quote Han Solo, sometimes I amaze even myself. So that's that.